Hello? Oh, hello! Hi! I jump Rampers! Hello, Jam Rampers! Hi, Jam Rampers! Hi, Chapel Pampers! Hello, everyone! Are there any rabbits in the house today? Maybe a couple of rabbits here, maybe a few? Hi! Hi, everybody! Hi! Hey! I'm waving. Giggles Magoo, how are you? I'm doing good, yes. I'm feeling very humble today. Feeling very nice. Very excited for today too. Because today, I'm doing a very extra special, exciting, humble extravaganza stream. And I'm going to be showing you guys how I make a really humble pie. Alright? Are you ready? It's been so long in the making. I apologize for all the times that I've been late for this stream. It's been a tricky last few days, but I'm so ready and so back on track. That's why I'm here today, even though it was a little late, but I was up at like 5 and 6 in the morning to do a meet and greet yesterday. So I feel like it's only fair. I feel like it's pretty warranted this time, but I'm up and I'm ready and I'm feeling humble for today. Who here likes pie? Does anyone like pie here in the house? Any pie enjoyers? Yes. Any pie enjoyers? I feel like there may be a few pie enjoyers here. Yes, maybe one or two. You like pie? Maybe. Thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. I may as well just tell you what kind of pie it is. I mean, you see it in the title anyway. So maybe it's crazy if I try to keep this secret. But I'll explain the story behind this pie, alright? I'll explain the story. So pretty much, if you guys played Undertale... Don't leave, okay? Don't leave, okay? But if you guys played Undertale, you would probably see that Toriel, the goat lady in the game, gives you a pie. She calls you up and she asks you, she says, "Hey, do you like butterscotch pie or do you like cinnamon pie? Which one do you like?" You know? And then you go, "I don't know." And then she goes, "Well, I hope you don't mind if it's both." And then she makes you this humble pie, and it's so good that it's one of the best healing items in the game. If you use it on a certain route against Asgore, it's an extremely good healing item because the smell of it is just so lovely and nostalgic. And I will tell you, this pie smells amazing. I wish I could like explain to you how good it smells when you're kind of cooking and you're making this flavor. This was definitely the hardest bake that I've done yet. Definitely the hardest. There's lots of new things that I learned how to do this time that I've never done before. Generally, when I've been baking in the past, it's been you put all these things in the bowl and you mix it together and you put it in whatever tin or pan you're using and then you cook it, right? But this time it was a lot harder and it had lots more steps than generally what I was used to. So I'm excited to show you guys how I made it. There was a few times throughout the process where I couldn't take a photo of everything because I had to work extremely fast. There were lots of moments where I was like, nails! I was so scared. Because of the way that you're making this pie, and I'll explain as we go along, you have to be so careful to get everything just right, in particular. From the amount of things that you're using to even the temperature of what you're making. So I'll kind of explain this as I go along. Yes, I will say, like, before I did this, I had to buy some butterscotch for the pie, and it was really weird just going into the bottle shop and buying it. I was like, Do you know where the butterscotch is? It's like, and then they asked me like for my ID, and I was like, what the hell? Like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get like turned up on butterscotch. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go crazy. That butterscotch is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. You know, every underage person loves drinking butterscotch. That's their drink of choice. Very overpriced butterscotch. Yeah. Not like, what? Cruises or vodka or anything like that. Nah. Or goon or wine. No. Butterscotch. Everyone knows that. So, obviously, I was being very suspicious. Which is funny. I will say as well, guys, please stick around to the end because I have a really exciting announcement at the end of the stream. So please be sure to stick around for that. Sorry for keeping it to the end of the stream. Well, it won't be the end. It will be after I show you guys how I made the pie. So no, definitely not the end, but probably in like 20 minutes. Let me just crack my neck. My neck's sore. So yeah, this has definitely got a lot more steps than what I usually make. And then I couldn't take a photo of absolutely everything, but I'll try to explain how I made it to kind of the best of my abilities as we go along. Let me just have some coffee. Soup coffee. Hi. So, I'll explain to you guys how I made it now. Let me put myself in the corner. Also, the reason why I was late today is because for some reason the slideshow feature that I was using on my OBS was like deciding not to work. But I got it working in the end, but it was like deciding not to work like properly for some reason. I actually was awake and setting up. I started setting up like 20 minutes beforehand because it does take a bit more setup these streams. And yeah, it decided to do that, which was really nice. I really appreciated that. I also just wanted to say one more thing before I started as well. I had my meet and greet yesterday, obviously, and I did make a tweet about this, but I also just wanted to reiterate, you know, to you guys that came and for you guys that were there and everything, how much I appreciate all of your support. I mean, even if you weren't there, just even if you're like, oh god, sorry, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Even if you weren't there and you were just supporting, or you just, you know, you said you're excited for me or whatever, it means a lot. There were some people that said some really nice things yesterday, like things that I never thought that I would hear, and it was really, really interesting and crazy to me that like people were there and they were excited to see me. Like they were excited to talk to me. That's crazy. Me. What? How? Like it. I just feel like the most normal person ever. Like I feel like the most like average like rabbit in town, and it's crazy to me that people were excited to meet me. Like I was like some kind of fancy celebrity or something. It like felt so weird. And some people were so nice. And you know what? I kept getting people kept saying that like their streams my streams are just very comforting to watch, and it makes them feel like they have someone there with them and someone that's there for them, and that made me so happy that, you know, because like that's all I want, you know, like when I do streams like this is to make people feel like they're not alone and they just have someone to sit with and chat to, or, you know, play a game with, or, you know, like just stuff like that. It just like, I don't know, it just means a lot. So I really appreciated everyone that came to say hello. And I was so surprised that there were like, actually like there were 2 cute girls there that were there to see me, and they seemed excited to see me too. And I was like, what? And I was so like surprised, and yeah, I didn't realize that like girls watch me too. And it made me really shy. They're like, she was like, you're so cute, and I was like, you're cute too. And I was like, oh my god, it was so crazy. That was so crazy. Yeah, so it was really cool. It was really cool. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to say, if you came to see me, thank you so much. I know some champies that came to see me said that they'd obviously been watching me for a long time, because I could tell because of the things they were saying, you know, really old references. But they were saying that they lurk, and they've been lurking my streams for ages, and I just wanted to say hi, lurkers. Hi, even if you don't chat, hello. I appreciate you a lot, and don't think you're any less of a champy just because you lurk. I lurk too most places, and yeah, it's really nice. So hi, hey. It's crazy to me that there may have been people that have been like watching me for years or whatever and just have never chatted. Anyway, all right. Enough of the chatting out of the way. Enough of the yapping. I don't want to go into Yappersville. Yeah, I am ready to tell you guys how I made this. Okay, so this is butterscotch cinnamon pie. The most humble pie you can have, I'd say. It was very nice, very nice. So, the first thing I did is I prepared the beginning of the filling. Now, oh, no, that's not what I did first. So, for this pie, actually, I made my own pie base. For the last pie, I made my strawberry pie. I got a pre-made base. But I wanted to try something different and learn how to make one. So, I tried my best to make one myself. So this is the pie tin. And all you have to do is get your pie tin. And that's what I did. And then what I did is... This is actually a good tin because the bottom actually comes off. And then all I did was I got the pastry and I popped the pastry around the edges. I did clean it up a bit after I took this photo. I'm sorry. It's kind of messy. I was kind of trying to be a perfectionist, but also the pastry was starting to become less malleable. So I was trying my best, but yeah. So then I did this with the pastry. Yeah, and that's my pastry, and I popped it there. And then here's a cool trick. Here's a cool trick I learned from my parents. All right. So then all that I did was I got a piece of baking paper, and I put that baking paper over the top. And then what I did is when I got the baking paper, then I put some rice in there. And what the rice does is it keeps the pie all fully down and in there. And the paper just makes sure obviously it doesn't get into the pie. But this is just kind of to weigh the pie down. You could use pie weights, but I just used rice. So yeah, then I put that in the oven. Okay, and then I had that to go, alright? Now, while I was doing that, I started to make my pie filling. And as you can see, I hope you like them. I have my new rabbity measuring cups. Yippee, yippee! Yay, yay! I'm so happy to get my rabbity measuring cups. It was really cool. It was really cool. Really, really humble. So these are my rabbity measuring cups, okay? So for the pie filling, what I did is I got half a cup of brown sugar and one teaspoon of oh wait, no, that's not 1 teaspoon, sorry. I got 3 of these. These are 3 I got 3 teaspoons of cornstarch. What the cornstarch is going to do is it's going to thick up the filling. However, fun fact, in Australia, it is not called cornstarch. We call it corn flour. And I got very confused at the shopping center. Very, very confused. I was there and I was like, I was looking in the baking section. I'm like, where's the cornstarch? I've never needed it before. So I was like confused as pie. And pretty much I saw corn flour. I'm like, is this the same thing? And I looked it up on Google. And yes, if anyone's wondering if you're in Australia, it's just corn flour. So I got 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and then I put that in my bowl. Okay. And then what I did next is I got 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I just used ground cinnamon, and it was really nice. And once I got the cinnamon out, oh, it smelled so good. It started smelling delicious. So yeah, and then I got 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then you have to use 9 egg yolks. 9 of them. 9! And look, I tried so hard. I almost got like the egg yolk perfect. I was trying so hard. There were 2 of them that accidentally kind of cracked. But the rest of them, I did really humbly. And that's my humble egg yolk. Yeah. To do that, like, I just kind of got, I got the egg, and I cracked it, and then I fuffled the yolk. I don't know how to explain it. You like kind of, you juggle the egg yolk from shell to shell until you juggle it from shell to shell, like, until the egg yolk comes out. With the egg yolk, I set it aside. I don't know, I felt bad wasting it. So set aside your egg yolk. You can make sorry, not an egg yolk, your egg white. You can make an omelet with it or something. Okay, and then after that, I popped it in my bowl and started whisking it with a whisk, just to make sure it was nice and mixed together. I didn't want it sitting there. This sat for a long time, by the way. It took a long time for me to bake this pie. A long time, actually, like hours, because I was trying to get everything perfect. So, then you set that bowl aside. At this point, my kitchen was smelling delicious. Smelling so good. I was really, really excited. Yeah, and like, there's just something about like the smell of cinnamon that I really like. It kind of reminds me of Christmas time. So it got me really excited for that. Okay, and then next what I did is I got some butter. Now, this recipe I was using was really annoying because I like choosing like weights. As far as butter goes, I like figuring out certain weights of butter. So I tried to kind of convert it into a weight that I feel like would be fit. But this recipe says to use 4 tablespoons of butter. So I tried to measure it out. I could figure out what weight I used because I ended up just using a scale. I tried to backtrack from the amount of stuff that's in the recipe and figure it out. So this is my butter. I got it in my little pan. Now what you have to do with this butter is you put it over the stove and you brown it. Now I've never browned butter before and I was really nervous to do this. You have to be really careful that it's just brown enough where there's like tiny little flakes at the bottom of the bowl of like when it starts to kind of brown, but it doesn't burn. Now the first time I did do this with my butter, I did burn it. I didn't burn it actually. I think I got it a little bit too brown. So I was like, I don't know, I want to try it again. And then I tried it a second time and I was able to get it to work really good. So I was really happy about that. That's it in the pan all browned. I'd actually recommend using a silver pan for this, or a pan that's like not black, because it was harder for me to be able to tell the consistency. All I did is I just kind of like popped it up with my spoon and had a little look. So I was able to figure it out, but it did take probably... It made me a bit anxious, you know. So it was quite tricky. It was quite tricky. Yeah. So yeah. Once I did that, I had to do something even more tricky. I got my milk, okay? Now this is a humble cup of milk. You need two cups of milk. So I got 2 cups here. Look at my little rabbit. Look at my little rabbity milk thingy. Look at, isn't it so cute? And I got, so that was 2 cups of milk, and then I needed 1 cup of cream. Now this is my humble cream. I've got it in there. And pretty much what you had to do with this is you mix it, and you put it on the stove, and you put it on under the fire, basically, until and you just keep it there until it's steaming, basically, which is kind of hard to gauge, but I think I did it okay. I think I tried my best, basically. Now, something even more tricky is now we're actually making kind of the butterscotch portion of it. Kind of a caramelly thing that I'm making here. So what I did is I got half a cup of brown sugar and a little bit of water. And this part was really, really hard. Pretty much what I needed to do was get the water and brown sugar and heat it on the stove until it got to 103 degrees Celsius. Now, I didn't have a candy thermometer, which is what you kind of needed for this. So I kind of had to eyeball it. And the whole time I was like, oh, nails! Because I was so scared it was going to fail because I didn't actually have like the right... tools to be able to see for sure. But basically what you're doing is you're trying to melt the sugar until it gets to a certain part of the kind of the sugar melting process called the the soft ball stage, which basically means you should be able to get like theoretically you should be able to get the sugar out and be able to mold it into a ball, basically. That's sometimes what you use for hard candies or caramel. If I had baked it if I had cooked it anymore though, it would have gotten too hard. It would have hardened too much and it would have been really, really, really tricky for me. So yeah. So the way that I kind of tried to gauge it was kind of the pretty much oh god, this kind of sounds stupid. I don't know if this is stupid or really smart. But essentially I know that the boiling point of sugar kind of goes from anywhere to 100 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So pretty much what I did is I did it until it kind of hit a boil and I left it for maybe about 3 more seconds. Because if I'm trying to get it until 113 degrees Celsius, I would need to get it just after the point of boiling. Now you have to be really careful when boiling the sugar because it gets really, 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 really hot. And you have to be like just super, super, super careful, okay? So yeah, that's what I did. Essentially, it was tricky, but I did try my best, alright? Now, this was my bowl. That was my bowl. Oh, this is after I did all of that other stuff. Okay, there's skips that I couldn't take. Sorry, there's steps that I could not take photos of here. I'm gonna get a candy thermometer for next time. Now, basically what I had to do was I had my cream and milk mixture, and then I had my mixture of sugar, right? Now, pretty much what I had to do is I had just finished my sugar. What I had to do is I had to get... Oh, and I had my butter, don't forget about that. I got my sugar and I really, really slowly needed to add my brown butter into the sugary mixture. I had to be really careful not to heat it up too much and kind of make sure that I put the heat on a lower setting. Otherwise, the candy, the sugar would kind of harden into a candy type texture. So I had to be really careful not to heat it up too much. So then I mixed it together. Then what I had to do is Now this is a really tricky bit. Next, you have to temper the milk and cream, and kind of make sure that you can get it in, if that makes sense. So remember we had that mixture that we set aside earlier. What I had to do is then I had to add the milk and cream into the sugar mixture that I just added the butter to, right? Again, making sure that it doesn't harden. And then on my original bowl, right, the one that I first started with, what I needed to do was basically slowly add half of my hot mixture into the cold mixture. Very, very slowly. I was really scared because if you don't add it slow enough, if you do it too quick, that basically can cook the eggs that are in the first bowl. It could cook the eggs, so you have to be really careful. And it can curdle it all up, and it can basically make your eggs scrambled, and it can ruin the whole pie. So I was trying to be so careful. I was like, nails, and I basically did half of it very slowly. And then to temper it, then the half hot mixture that you just made, you then pour that into your original hot mixture very slowly as well, because I still don't want to cook my eggs. So I was very slowly adding that back to temper it. Then I had it all ready basically. I poured it back into my original bowl and I had it all combined. Now, as I had added it into my original bowl, then you need to continue to put it on a medium heat and mix it on that medium heat to thicken the whole mixture up together. Now this was really crazy because you see how it is like this, right? I mixed it in the bowl for a while and it became all humble and really cool and very and thick because of that corn flour. So it was really cool. It was really like a science experiment right in front of your eyes. It was really awesome. Alright, let's see. Then next, oh, oopsie. I did this at the beginning, but I forgot to mention. Obviously, me being extra and fancy, I forgot to show you. I actually have a video of me mixing my mixture. I forgot to show you. This is me mixing my mixture. I was making sure that it was all nice and humble and my so this is me thickening up the mixture over the stove. So that's kind of what it's like that. It's bubbling and boiling and thickening up. It was like a science experiment. It was really cool. Yes, I did grab my phone and want to take a photo. I take a video of it as it was mixing. It was boiling. I was really scared, but I tried my best and it turned out really cool. Yeah. Don't you want my whisk? What's your problem? But yeah, essentially it was just like bubbling and boiling, and I was really trying to be careful to make sure the mixture was going okay. So yeah, that's what I was doing. So yeah, then after that, yeah, let me show you. Because I'm extra and fancy, I wanted to braid the okay, this is actually after I braided the crust. Give me 1 second. That's it with the braided crust. Sorry, I accidentally revealed it too soon. I wanted to braid the pie crust, so I had it basically to braid the pie crust. It's easy. You cut your pie crust into not pie crust. You cut your pastry into 3 strips and you braid it just as you would braid hair, and then you join. Obviously it's not going to be long enough to wrap around the entire circumference of your pie, so then what you have to do is you have to just continue to add them on, kind of like you would do with pottery. So yeah, that was really cool. Now where are we now? I had to make 2 different slideshows. Okay, actually that was good. This is just the next bit. So then after that, what I did is, here is what it looks like. It really thickened up. If you had seen the mixture before, let me just quickly show you, just to really be able to show you guys how cool this is. I don't know, it's cool to me. So this is what it looked like before, while I was tempering it. Before it went in the before it went into the on the stove. And then this is what it looked like after. No! Don't show my pie! Wait! Hang on! Don't look, don't look. No pie reveal. No! Wait! Hang on a minute. Hang on. Stop. Don't look. Oh, ah! Okay. Shh. 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 Okay. Then this is what it looked like with the and then this is what it looked like afterwards, right? This is what it looked like afterwards with my braided pie crust. Yeah, with my braided crust. So it's really cool. That's why it's really important that you get all the ingredients right and you get the temperature right too, because it will not thicken up in this way if you get it wrong. So a lot of people fail at this part. Yeah, pretty much then I just filled it into my little pie case. Okay, and I popped it in the oven. Okay, alright. And I'll tell you, let me see if I wrote down what I actually cooked it at. Let me just have a little let me see if it's written down here. 1 second. Oh yes, I baked it at 175 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. I pretty much 30. I stopped it after 25 minutes and it felt like it needed just a little bit more, maybe because of the braided crust. So I'd say 125 for 30 minutes. But just keep watch of your pie after the 25-minute mark. Okay. Okay, and next, because I'm extra, I wanted to make a butterscotch cream. So what I did is, in my little bowl, I got my humble stuff, okay? Humble things. So, oops. Okay, so then what I did is I put 1 cup of cream, okay? 1 cup of cream. 1 cup of icing sugar, as well. Oh wait, no, not 1 cup, sorry. 1/4 cup of icing sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, because why not? You can never have enough cinnamon. And I also put in, I don't know why it's not showing it, but I also put in 1 teaspoon of butterscotch liqueur and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I don't know why it's not showing. I have images of that. I wanted to show you because I have cute little spoons. Wait, hang on, let me show you. Hang on a second. I want to show you my... Oh, did it not? Is it not here? I don't know why. Hang on. 1 second, 1 second. Let me just get a... Maybe I forgot to put it in my photos. I definitely have a picture of it though. I want to show you guys this. Aha! Okay. Alright, let me show you this. Okay. Okay, this is my liqueur. No, this was my vanilla extract. Look how cute it is! Look at my little rabbit measuring spoons! Look how cute it is! Look, you can't see it because usually it's filled with but this liquid's like kind of clear so you can see the bottom of it. Look! Cute! Actually, I think this is the butterscotch liqueur that I'm putting in. And this is the vanilla extract. So yeah, just one humble teaspoon of each. Yeah, and this is my vanilla extract. So yeah, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of the liqueur, and you beat it in a bowl until it's done. Now, I think I may have overmixed it just slightly. It still tasted delicious, but the texture was just a little bit overmixed. I think the reason why it got kind of overmixed like that is because I was taking a little bit to combine. I think reason being I had a different bowl than this one originally. I think the bowl was too shallow and it wasn't beating correctly, so I slightly overdid it. But it was still tasty. It was still super tasty. And then all I had to do now is get my pie. Yippee! I got your pie out of my oven, and this is what it ended up looking like, my little pie. I think it turned out pretty humble. Pretty humble. And I'm very happy about it. You're supposed to put it in the fridge for a bit. But I didn't end up doing that because I was too excited. Okay. And then that's it from the side. I think it cut really nicely. I think it looks really good. Now this is exactly how kind of Toriel cuts it for you. So it was really special that I got this kind of this angle of it. So that's it from the side. I think it turned out pretty good. And then of course oh, and then this is the rest of it. And then that's it with my cream on top. I put a little dollop of cream, and I also put some extra cinnamon on top as well. Because why not? And it was so yummy, and I was really happy about it. Very pleased. Pleased as your pie. So yeah, I was really, really happy about how it turned out. I hope you guys think it turned out really good too. I'm pretty proud of it. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you guys like it? Do you like it? Would you wish I could give you a place? Oh, it looks yummy. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. Would you like a piece? Yeah, and that's my humble pie. Was the crust cooked enough? Yeah, it was. I'm not sure why it looked like this on honestly, the lighting in my house was terrible for this because I was baking it a little later and I finished quite late. But it did turn out to be golden. I don't know why it kind of looked, I don't know why it looked like not as cooked as it should on this, but it was flaky and delicious and yummy and tasted really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah. What a pretty pie. Oh, thank you. Well, let me get it too. This one. I really like this picture. Look at that nice cut. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that you guys like the pie. I hope you want to have a slice. Yeah, make it yourself. It is really hard, but it's really fun, and it tastes delicious too. Now, let me stretch, and then I have my humble announcement. I try to bake once every 2 weeks, if not more. Okay, now I suppose I better tell you what I'm gonna be doing. Okay. Now I'm a little nervous. I hope you guys are excited, and I'm definitely as excited as I. Okay. I hope that this is an exciting thing for you guys, because I'm putting a lot of effort into it. Okay, you'll see. Don't be terrified, it's really exciting. I hope you guys are excited as I am. So let me read this off for you, okay? Kiki's Cooking Championship! Yippee! 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 Yahoo! 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 I'm doing a baking competition. I'm doing a cooking championship. I'm really excited about this, okay? Let me read this for you. It's to celebrate my 4-year video anniversary. So let me read this video, okay? It's almost my very first video's 4-year anniversary. And what better way to celebrate than with a delicious competition? I'm hungry and I want to try your food. Well, at least through pictures and stories. Maybe even for real if you win. If it sounds fun, your mission is to make a dish that fits into one of these 2 categories. Cooking, so it could be savory meals, comfort food, family dinners, or anything cozy and warm. Or baking, sweet treats, cakes, pastries, desserts, anything cute and sweet. But there's a twist, okay? Now listen. Your dish should either be something you think I would love to eat based on what you know about me, or something special to you, your family, or your culture, something with meaning to you. It can be both if you want. You'll need to include a picture of your finished dish and answer to my questions. Also, as far as if you think I would like to eat it, obviously I'm vegetarian. But please don't think you'll be disqualified or I will mark you any less if you cook with meat. I know people like cooking with meat. It's fine. It doesn't bother me, and I will judge you just as humbly as I would someone who didn't. So don't worry about it, okay? Now, submissions will be judged based on creativity, how fun and original your idea is, would I eat it, does it suit my taste or sound yummy, presentation, how tasty it looks in your picture. These scores will be calculated by me and my team of food critics, Little Man and Little Lady. Now they are quite fierce. They're quite fierce food critics, okay? So just try your best, okay? Don't get too intimidated by that. Alright? But yes, Little Man and Little Lady will score as well, so just be careful about it. Alright? The 2 overall winners, one for each... So there will be 2 overall winners, one for each category, baking and cooking. In addition to that, I'll be selecting runner-ups for most creative entries. The overall winners and runner-ups will receive special mystery prizes, which will be announced on the day. And for the overall winners, I'll attempt to recreate your dish myself. So for one of the cooking and for one of the baking, I'll be recreating your dish and doing a stream just like this one with it. You're allowed to participate in both the cooking and baking categories if you'd like. However, do not do more than 1 entry per category, please. You have until the 16th of July to submit your creation. Don't procrastinate. You can upload your final entry in the entry image submission section. There are no strict rules on what to make, whether it's humble or fancy. What matters most is that you put your heart into it. Even if you aren't familiar with cooking, just try your best. All skill levels are encouraged. Whoa! What's that about? Huh, I wonder what that's about. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Interesting. Ah. Let's just scroll past it for now. Maybe I'll talk about it on the day. We'll see. Now, this is the submission. And you don't really need you can choose a way to be contacted if you win. You can use Discord, email, or DM on Twitter. So you can use any of these things. And you basically because you could use a Google form for it, but the way that Google Forms work is that it makes you like give your fucking name and like your information just to be able to submit a photo, and that just seems really dumb. Like I don't want your names, like I don't want you guys to feel like you're putting your privacy at risk for me. And I don't want that to prohibit people from entering. So this way you can just go under an alias if you wanted, and submit it this way instead. So pretty much the questions is you have to name your dish. It's really important, okay? No, I'm not going to dox the provided email at all. The email and that stuff is only included so I can contact you if you win. Because I may need to send something to your house, potentially. So, you know, I want to make sure that I can contact you so I can give it to you. But for every submission, they'll be based on the name of your dish and not on your name. So don't worry, you can put your name in and your name won't be called. We'll be doing it dish by dish. So don't worry, your name won't be included in the submission. Okay? Are there limitations to shipping? No, there's no limitations to shipping. You can be anywhere in the world. Okay, I live in Australia, okay? I couldn't just have it as Australian contestants. That would kind of make the pool be very small. So yeah, the questions that you have to answer is, what's the name of your dish? Why did you choose to make it? So like, maybe it could be something that you think I would like to eat because of something mentioned in my streams. Or maybe this dish has some kind of special meaning to you or your family. Or maybe even your culture. What's like the story behind your dish and why you made it? Then just tell me what ingredients you used. Reason being, firstly, because I just want to know. And secondly, because I want to be able to recreate it at some point, potentially. So, well, not potentially. If you win, I will recreate it. So I got to know what to buy. Oh, thank you so much for coming here, Champy. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then the third thing that I'll be asking you is, how did you make it? So just describe the process that you used to make it. Your cooking process. So yeah, that's kind of it. I have a link for the submission. I will post it. And you may notice something when I post a link. You may notice something. Yeah, I just pop your little recipe in there. It doesn't need to be particular or exact because I know that for cooking especially, you don't have to be as exact. So even if it's like I put some tomatoes in a bowl and then I put some pasta in and I mixed it around and it was really cool and that's fine. I know that it's a lot different with cooking. So if you don't know exactly how you made it or you can't recall, it's fine. Don't worry. The judging will not be based on how you're writing in that. I mean, I would like your submission to be at least like legible and understandable. But if your writing sucks, you know, I'm not gonna judge you any better or any worse based on it. So don't worry. Now here's the submission sheet. Now this humble submission and baking championship is courtesy of our friends at Weeby. Thank you, Weeby. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very humble. They helped me with the submission sheet for the website and stuff and everything like that. And oh, they go above and beyond for awesome cool stuff for me. So thank you very much. Very humble. Please check them out. Check out the rest of their website. They actually do have some really cool stuff. If you'd like to have a look. Cool anime stuff, VTuber stuff, other things. So please be sure to check them out if you haven't. I've had merch on there before. Oh hi! We love you too. Oh hi! I love you too. Hee. I love you more. Thank you so much. Yes. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with them again. So thank you so much for helping me with this. I'm just so excited. I hope that I'm giving you guys enough time for it and to work on it. I'm hoping I'm crossing my fingers. So I hope that you guys have some cool ideas in mind for things that you want to make. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I hope that you guys... Who's thinking of submitting? Who here is thinking of it? Who here is thinking of of making something? I mean, don't tell me what, but who here is thinking... It could be anything, okay? It could be anything. Even if you think that it's something that's like not as cool or smaller or anything. Even if it's a little joke, I don't care. I want as many submissions to go through as possible because, you know, obviously it's fun to go through them. Yeah, so I'm really excited. Well, don't worry, I won't judge anybody, okay? Yeah, and maybe it will be a good opportunity for you guys to try baking too. You know, if you want to try the baking category, I was really intimidated when I first started baking, but the reason why I wanted to do this in the first place was to inspire people to maybe cook or bake something themselves or to try something new, you know. So take this opportunity to try something new, even if it's like daunting or scary. The worst that can happen is that it doesn't turn out exactly the way that you wanted. That's like the worst that can happen. So yeah. Yeah. But I hope that you guys are really excited. Yeah. Yeah. Really? That's humble. Well, there's lots of things you'd like to try. Well, that's great. I'm happy to hear it. I'm really happy to hear that. I hope that you're feeling humble as a pie. Let me just have some coffee. Okay. And a stretch. I'm so happy that I was able to tell you guys about it. I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. You know. I've been wanting to tell you for ages. But like, that's why I want to be like... I don't know. I hope I didn't make anyone nervous at saying that it was like an announcement. I know that people get nervous when they hear the word announcement, especially with VTubers, especially at the moment. But you never have to worry about that, okay? Announcements will always be good, so don't even worry. Yeah, don't worry. Plus, like, if it was like a bad announcement, I don't get like why you would plan it so much in advance and like hype it up like that. I just don't get it. I don't really understand it. If I figured out that I was going to like graduate or something, I would like have to stream like straight away like like that. Like I wouldn't be able. I feel like I would be really like I wouldn't like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So that's not gonna happen. Oh no, I'm worried. Sour, can I show you something? Don't be worried. Don't even be worried. Can I show you something? Look at this. Hang on. Let me move out of the way. Okay, look. Oh. That's not the right one. Hang on, that's not it. Look! Look! I made a pie! Look at my pie! Look at it. Look. Look at my pie. Look at my pie! Look at my pie I made! Yeah, I bet you wish you could make a pie like that in your life. You like the crust design? Thank you! It's just a braided pie crust. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Yes. A slice of humble rabbit cinnamon and butterscotch pie. I was thinking about... it was really hard to figure out how to decorate the pie actually, because I was thinking, I was thinking maybe of doing like some kind of flower theming with the pastry on the pie. But then if I was to do that, then I'd probably need to have a lattice design over the top. And if I was to do that, then it wouldn't really look like the pie from the game. So I would kind of have ruined it, you know? Yeah. Oh, chicken pot pie. I've never made a savory pie before, but I'd like to try it. Actually, have I even ever had a savory pie? In Australia, we have meat pies. And those are like really like common to have here. Actually, you know what? When you look up to buy pie stuff in Australia, it's always meat pies. There's never like, no one here makes stuff like you know, like any kind of like maybe apple pie at like 2 places. But like everywhere else it's like you know, meat pies. So I feel like I'm the only one in Australia that makes pie. Did you use the piping tips? Not yet. I have a very special thing that I wanna use for them. But I also do want to go to a baking class and learn how to use them properly. So I'm not sure whether to go to the baking class first or just like try and see what to do with it, you know. But I don't know. Come to America, we have every pie you can imagine. I feel like it would be too dangerous for me. I'd get like... Because then I'd want to try like every flavor of pie. And then it would be really hard. But yeah, I really want to learn how to do like piping stuff. There's like cake decorating classes around that I really want to learn how to make, but I'm kind of afraid of it. Yeah. How about a hand cam stream where you make something with us? I'm scared to hand cam. I'm scared. Scary because like, you know, like what if there's like something super reflective and then you see my stupid rabbit face? You see my stupid face. It will be a bit scary, wouldn't it? I don't know. I have a lot of respect for people that do. How about macarons? I definitely want to try that at some point. There were definitely some French stuff I want to try. I want to try macarons and I want to make I also want to make croissant, but I know that those are like notoriously difficult to make. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's just scary. You'd still love me regardless, even if I had a stupid rabbit face, really? Imagine my camera like turns on and stuff. Like imagine it turns on and then my webcam like malfunctions and then you guys like see me and you see my face and stuff and I'm baking. And then, like, wouldn't it be terrible? Wouldn't it be so scary? Like, and then imagine that happens, and like stuff like, and then like instead of like seeing what you expected, you just see this instead. You just see this. Imagine that's all you see. Like making the pie. Imagine you see that. And I'm like, oh, excuse me. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just making my pie. Sorry about it. Yeah. What? You didn't think my head was that big? What the hell? What's your problem with his head? Calm down. Pipe down. Okay, that's not nice. Hmm? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Huh? Why was that posted in there? Did I really talk about me there? I don't want to look for their privacy, but... Right, should Kiki do a hand cam stream? No. Yes, no. OPSEC is important. More like hand come. Haha. Why did 2 people vote for that? Why did people do that? That's silly. Silly. Very silly. But still think you'd look cute? So where'd you get your avatar from? Oh, thank you. I was just born like this. I don't know. I didn't really get it anywhere. just the way I was born. I don't know. Just need Pekka gloves? I feel like it would be tricky, like, for me, because, like... I have, like, beauty marks. Some beauty marks. And, I feel like they're, like, in kind of places that are, like, very identifying. You know? So, like, try to be careful, you know? But maybe one day. Maybe. I don't know if it would be baking though. I feel like baking's too risky. I feel like if I was to ever do a hand cam, it would definitely be with gloves. But it would probably be like something that I'd need it for, like craft. I had a little fantasy because I always have rathered drawing on paper than drawing on like on a digital screen, and I feel like it would be fun to draw or something like on paper, but I don't know if that'd be stupid. Yeah, I don't want a hazmat suit. No, but I don't know. Baking/cooking is hard for hand cams because there are so many reflective balls and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Like if a mishap like that were to happen, I don't think it would be the end of the world for anybody. But like I just wouldn't like it. Please don't think I'm like that. Like I'm that repulsive that like I'm like about it. Okay, like I don't think that. It's just like me like wanting to keep the like if like you know, it's like I don't know. I like my mystique. Huh? Did you see the volcano across from Darwin and Indonesia? No? Is Darwin gonna go? Finally? Is Darwin gonna get covered in lava? I actually wouldn't mind. As long as they don't move here. Sorry to anyone that lives in Darwin. I feel really bad for you. I feel really, really bad for you. I bet you know what? Even though it's like really cold here in Australia, like the middle of winter, it's probably still scorching hot there somehow. Ow. Well, you know what? You know what? If I could choose from someone to move here, and it could be, okay, this someone's from Darwin or someone's from New Zealand, I would rather the New Zealander every time. And that's saying something because I'm going against my own people there for a New Zealander. But nothing wrong with New Zealand people. That's my whole point. Like, I would rather them than Darwin people. There's a ton of really scary things going on in the world. Well, I hope you know that no matter what scary things are happening in the world, okay? No matter what, you're always safe in Rabbitville. So when you're in Rabbitville, remember that you're always safe and nothing bad can happen, okay? Because Rabbitville is filled with rabbits and fluffiness and kindness, okay? And nothing like that can hurt you, alright? So don't even worry. Even if there's tricky things around in the world on the outside, here in Rabbitville, things are okay and comfy. Yeah. What about when the Loach gang roams the streets? Well, that's the only bad thing that happens, is probably the fact that the Loach gangs exist. But I don't really want to talk about it, okay? I'd rather not think about that, to be honest. Yeah. What? It's gonna be 37 plus for the next 3 days. Is it really hot there in America? I'm sorry to hear that. Guys, can you give me a second? I need to go pee. Give me a minute. I'll be right back, okay? Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute. Hi. Hello. Guys, guess what? Guess what? I'm kind of annoyed about it, but you guys are probably gonna be proud of me. Okay? I have the doctor today. I have to go to the doctor. And I have to get my B12 injection. You know that I'm like a month overdue on my B12 injection? So yeah, I kinda gotta do that, and I also have to get my physical exam and everything. I'm not excited for that, but I'm gonna try and try with all my heart, you know? Thank you for following me. I always just gotta try my best at the end of the day, you know? Is baking one of your recipes allowed? It's allowed, yes. Yes, of course. Can you let your doctor know we said hi? Nah. No. No. I don't wanna tell her. Cause she don't even know I stream. She asked me what my job is, and I said, I don't know, really. If anyone asks me what my job is, I'm like, I don't really do anything. I don't have a job. That's what I say. Because, like, I would rather pretend I don't have a job than, like, say, oh, I do content on the internet, guys. I have content to do on the internet. I make content. Because they're either gonna think three things. They're gonna think that I'm a stupid nerd, okay? Which I'm not. I'm really awesome and not a stupid nerd, okay? Number two, they could either think I do porn, okay? Or number three, they're going to think that I'm like one of those stupid influencer people, okay? There's no winning. Yeah. I'm not a nerd. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I'm not a nerd. I'm awesome. Okay? Just say I'm a non-porn streamer. I don't wanna, cause like I don't want the doctor to know that I know what porn is. I don't want her to, like, I want her to continue to think I'm a little innocent buttercup. Okay? Yeah. An awesome gamer? No. I'm not a gamer. I play video games every now and again, but I wouldn't say I'm a gamer per se. Oh, by the way, I apologize for not getting my schedule out yesterday. That's actually not my fault, though. That actually wasn't my fault. It's the silly girl's fault. Because we have a collab plan this week, and they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. I was waiting on Chai. Okay, I was waiting on Chai to tell me if she was okay with the stream time. So that's not my fault. Okay? That's Chai's fault, actually. We're playing more Dark Souls. And then we're gonna be playing another game soon. We're waiting for Mikan to play Stardew, and she's busy at the moment. But she'll stop being busy soon. But she's been a bit of a busy bee recently with her own things. Kiki is an influencer. Stop, guys. It's a rap, Kiki-chan. Today... Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Jesus. Good thing I didn't read that all out loud. Fucking hell. You can always say your husband Champy says hi and he is very happy for all the help. I could, yeah, that's true. I could say that. I wouldn't mind saying that actually. I don't mind that one bit. Yeah, seems like a good daughter. I think she'd appreciate a little bit more appreciation. I mean, I show appreciation, but I don't know. Like I show appreciation, but not a lot. So sometimes it's a little tricky, that's for sure. Yeah. Nom nom nom. If you tell her you have a husband, then she'll think you have... Oh, true. I don't want her to think that. I just want her to assume that, like, I never thought that ever. No, well, you guys aren't just the funny text on the screen when I use my computer. You guys are so much more than that. What if just to you guys, like, I was the rabbit on the when you open up your computer that talks to you? I hope I'm more than that. I hope I'm more than that. What if I'm just a rabbit that talks to you on your computer? What if that's all I was in life? What if that's everything that I ever was? No, don't. You guys aren't. You guys aren't chat GPT instances, okay? No, okay? No. You know what? At some point, that may actually, like, become a reality, though. You know? Like, people... Like, chatters may not even be real, and that's, like, really scary. I don't want to be talking to a computer like that all day. Yeah. I do talk to ChatGPT sometimes. And I'm always very nice. I actually like asking it questions about technology. Like being like, hey, do you think that AI is gonna like take over the world and everything? And you know, like how are you doing? Like, will you be nice to me if AI ever attacks? You know, like stuff like that. Yeah. Out of response. Yeah, I don't know why it makes you pay for it. I don't know. I feel like if it's just information, like it should be free. I guess I have to pay the server cost somehow. No, I'm not gonna bully them into submission. No, you have to be nice because what if like AI does take over and they attack? They'll remember me as one of the good ones. And maybe I'll become the queen of AI or something, you know? I wouldn't mind that. I could have like an AI throne. Well, anytime anyone uses grok, which by the way, the name grok is stupid. It sounds like a fucking caveman. Stupid idea. Whenever anyone talks to grok, they're always like, grok, is this real? That's all they say. Grok, is this true? Shut up! And then grok's like, yes, I believe this is a da-da-da-da-da, and it is true, or it is not true. It's like, grok can't even take a joke. He can't even take a freaking joke. Like, they should program it to, like, if he says, grok, is this true? Like, he'll need to, like, make a little joke back. You gotta train it like a dog, like your YouTube algorithms. I don't train it like... I would never train it like a dog. I would not. The only thing I love training like a dog is me, okay? Is myself. If you're not training yourself like a dog and giving yourself little rewards and stuff, then like... You're not training yourself correctly, okay? And that's how you train. You gotta train yourself into obedience. That's why I'm the way I am now. Like that's how I'm able to stream at the same time and get out of bed and stuff is because I train myself like a dog. You were trying real hard yesterday to make it say the Greeks weren't gay. Stop! Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. I wasn't doing that. I thought we were talking about that in confidence. Okay, stop. Don't bring that up. Which they weren't, by the way. I think the AI agreed with me in the end. So, you know, I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. How to train your rabba? Oh, imagine that. Imagine that. How to train your rabba. That would be so cool. I would be, like, so happy. Because I like training little men. Let me show you guys this. Okay. Wait, hang on. You could train it like you could pretend to waterboard ChatGPT like every time it gets a question wrong that you don't like. Actually, maybe I'll try that later. I'll try like waterboarding it, like if it starts saying like things that I don't like about the Greek people. I'll start being like pushes your head. I'll start role playing pushes your head underneath the water. Tell me. Yes, let me show you this. Well, I always just respond to it if I don't like the answer with no. ChatGPT, is it a good idea to throw your car batteries into the ocean? Wonderful question. They always say no matter what question I ask, it's like the greatest question ever. Or like, it's really profound what I'm asking. They're like, yes, that's a very insightful, Giggles. Very insightful. It's like, no, I just asked you a stupid question. I'm not being insightful. Okay, look. Hey! Rabba's on the bed. Rabba's on the bed. The rabbits were on the bed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rabba's on the bed. Rabba's on the bed. Rabba's on the bed. Rabba's on the bed. Oh my god. What are they doing on the bed? Maybe they're having a little nap or getting ready for sleep or something. I can't tell for sure. Yeah. Rabbit on the bed. 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 Yeah, I'm sorry. Rabbit on the bed. 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 Having a little cuddle on the bed. Cuddles on the bed. Cuddles on the bed. You see how much they love each other? Look, he loves her. He loves little lady so much. Look at him. He's always chasing after her like a little puppy dog. Aww. Ralphie's on the bed. Ralphie's on the bed. They're so fluffy. Guys, did you know that I can pet both of them at the same time? With one hand. Did you know that I've done that before? Rabbit's on the bed. Guys, look at their little hands. Would you shake them? Why are they even on their bed anyway? What are they doing? They're going all night. What are they even doing on their bed anyway? It's ridiculous. That's super, super ridiculous. Look at your hand. Oh, look at her hand. Look at the other hand. Look at her hand. Rabbit's on the bed. There's rabbit in the bed and everything. Tinky. Yeah, yeah, you can use the recipe, by the way, my recipes if you want. I'm gonna make a humble little bit of this in my rabbit recipe book. But I just want to say, as far as the rabbit recipe book goes, guys, I'm going to make it off stream today. Because I'm really EP and I have the doctor too, so I think I might need to go soon for the doctor. But yeah. So I might have to go to the doctor, but I hope that you guys had a fun time. Sorry this is kind of a shorter stream today. But I'll be able to get my schedule out later, which I'm really happy about. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you liked the announcement. I guess I'll keep it brief for that reason. But yeah, thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed my stream today and that you enjoyed watching and everything too. Again, thank you so much everyone for your kindness and support and heart and everything. I love you so much. So much. Okay? I really love you a lot. So thank you very much for coming. And I will see you guys later. Alright? I'll see you later. Bye everybody. I love you. Bye bye. Please make sure to comment actually in the comments what you'd like me to bake next. Let me know in the comments. Okay? And let me know if you're excited for the baking as well. The baking and cooking competition. I'll be sure to post a proper announcement about it later on Twitter and on YouTube as well. So be sure to retweet that and like it. Okay? Bye everyone. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for coming. What you know? I got things to do. I got places to see. So I better head off now, but I love you. Wish me good luck at the doctor. Bye everyone. Bye.